So the shooting star of destiny has finally shown itself upon the world, meaning the Shaman fight may officially begin. But as all fights, this one doesn't really give you a clear direction of where and how the fight will start, since these Shaman fights happen every 500 freaking years. Imagine having to wait 500 years. Your family's true goal is to train a generation to keep up a tradition of strength. To show that one day, probably just that child that will be born on that time when the shaman fight starts to be the one to enter the shaman fight. Let alone not just to try to enter, but just to even win itself seems like a giant leap for anyone, you know? Now, as I said before, this isn't any kind of tournament that shows by a test of strength, but a test of capability. Someone could truly merge with the Great Spirit itself. Someone with that true personality, a clear mind and soul, in order to do that. And thus the shaman fight begins. As all things, it begins with a simple test to see whether you can do a certain thing or not. And that leads for Yo Sakura, and of course his new teacher, or you would say guide, Silva, a Native American from the Apache tribe. Some say Apache, I say Apache. It's kind of different on the terminology or translations. I think it is Apache, and some will say Patch. I might just say Patch to be safe. Been a while since I reread the books, but we'll see in that. Anyways, he had to find out how to lay one hit on Silva. If he could do that, he'll be able to enter the qualifications of the Shaman fight. But it wasn't easy, you know. Of course, he knew unification, where he merged his soul, well, his body with his soul, which is Miyamaru, and the unity was working out perfectly. However, it was never enough. Unification can only handle so much, where yes, your body is compatible with the spirit's possession, but what if your weapon is not? So this is where Yo had to actually observe Silva and see what he was doing. And of course, that is the power of Oversoul. Instead of putting the spirit into your body, you put the spirit into an object. But it can't just be any object. I remember as a kid, I thought you just put it in any object, but no. The object must have some sort of connection towards the spirit in order for it to work. Which makes more sense in my thing, like just put anything. Imagine putting a spirit into a mouse. Unless that spirit is connected to this mouse. Or even a phone. The spirit has to be connected to the phone in some way, you know? That's how it truly works. So after I learned that, like, oh, okay, I get it now, I get it. So pretty much, Yo's main thing was just learning this new technique, and of course, laying one hit on Silva, which he did, but it took all he had in order to do it. He passed nonetheless. Other than that, we also had Ren's side, where he was extremely confident in it, and to the point where he actually killed his patch official, because that totally will bite him in the butt later on. Anyways, that being said, there's another side of it I also want to talk about, which is Anna's side. Anna's side is where she was talking to Manta about why she loves Yo so much and how she believes he can become a Shaman King, where he's not, driven by lust or greed or desire to become a Shaman King. Anyway, more of a promise more than anything to be it. A form of destiny. You see, Anna is not interested in those typical shonen protagonists, people like Luffy or Naruto and stuff, She's not interested in them because these people are extremely realistic and can easily get people around them in danger. They are driven by desires, which is nothing wrong with that. But in reality, these kind of people aren't that reliable, only truly to themselves. That's why they're only existing inside of a shonen jump protagonists, you would say. But Yo, however, was different from most Shonen Jump protagonists. He never really cared about working, he never had any true desires or anything like that. He was a truly clean slate. He just wanted a carefully free life. And because of that, him becoming Shaman King might be the simplest thing of all. You know, you need that for someone to carry that kind of power. Would you rather someone have that kind of power and do nothing with it, or someone who has the power to do something with it but completely wreck everything up in the process? You really gotta think about these things sometimes. But anyways, that's why she likes Yo so much. And thus, Yo passed his first round. Now he actually truly begin into the fight. Well, anyways, oh my god, my phone needs to stop. Seriously. Even when we put on vibrate, it still makes noise. What's the point of putting on vibrate if it makes noise? Well, anyways, where was that? Oh yes, the Shaman fight. Now he did a Hooper Soul. Seems like he already has his first opponent, which I'm also looking forward to. This character is very interesting, but not one of my personal favorites, but very interesting nonetheless. Well, anyway, that's all I got for this video. Not much really happened. Just him having to take that first step to get into the first round of the Shaman fight, and that's pretty much it. The rest will come later on, and you'll see for yourself. So anyway, that's all I got for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has been Madcrownxox on Anime. Signing out.